Hey YouTube, welcome to Stivers Homestead for another little episode on this little bit of property that we got. So today we wanted to show you all around our land and also our garden plans and then kind of future plans that we have for our acreage. Y'all seen bits and pieces, but you've never actually truly just gotten to see our outside and everything that we have.
Yep.
So we're not doing a specific video, so y'all aren't gonna see just straight fencing, but we're starting to put in fencing for our land. What we got? Is this my dinner? All right, that's dinner. So we're starting to put in fencing because all of this is gonna be garden, every ounce of it. So y'all saw us put in the raised beds. Obviously that's not enough. So we have been debating, are we gonna do in-ground gardening this year like we normally do? Are we just gonna do raised gardens or both? So we've decided, instead of just putting a little fence around certain little areas of the garden, we're gonna fence off the whole backyard. Everything around behind the greenhouse, all the way across, and over here. So what that means is, we got a lot of work to do because this whole backyard area is gonna be garden. These two trees are going down. We love those trees. So it's a little hard, but they need to go. They just provide too much shade back here, and we have plenty, as you can see, that we can do some other things with.
Okay, so this fence is going to be multi-purpose. It's going to keep all the rabbits out of our garden, and it's also going to keep our giant dog in, because currently he has to stay on a chain because he doesn't mind and he runs away every time he's loose. So it's going to do all that, plus it's going to be trellises. So we're going to have raised beds lined all along the edge of this fence, probably the entire perimeter. And they're just going to be skinny beds, just enough to take up the space there at the bottom, and then the fence will serve as trellises for tomatoes and viney stuff. And so it's going to have a lot of purpose, not just keeping animals out and in. It's going to make our garden even bigger and better.
So you've seen just kind of the general idea of what we're doing in the backyard. So let's take a walk, let's check things out. So we've kind of discussed this area. So you've seen our 4 raised beds that we have. We're basically just gonna extend them on all the way through here. So with my math, we're gonna probably end up with 4, 8, 12, maybe about 16 12-foot beds, 12-foot length. I'll probably do 3-foot wide this time. I like the 4-foot wide, but it's kind of hard to reach that middle, isn't it? Mm-hmm. When you're reaching on the insides, it's a little more difficult, and it kind of hurts your back. So I can see that kind of being an issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all garden. We're basically sacrificing our backyard for just straight garden. We like it being close to the house, which is nice, instead of being far away. We're going to try to do some rainwater systems so we can use soft water instead of the hard water that we get out of the cistern. So that's some of the thoughts. We got Ellie running around.
So I wanted to show y'all our picnic table. So when we moved up here in our camper, before we had any house or anything, and we didn't have anywhere to sit, we were just using camping chairs, and people loved to come over. We always had fires and, you know, just general outside hangout time. So my stepdad actually built this picnic table for us, and we put it under our shade tree, and that's where we ate all our meals outside when we lived in our camper. And during the summertime, we still eat our meals and have little lunchtime picnics. And that thing will be here until the end of the world because it is sturdy and it is heavy, but we love our picnic table. So that's just kind of a special little part of our backyard.
So that picnic table will never move. It takes about 4 of us to try to move out of there, but we'll have to get it out somewhere so we can have more, because there's going to be a garden there. We also have a pool that we're really trying to figure out where we're going to put it.
It's in the front yard right now, and that's where it was last summer. And we love our pool because we don't have central air.
Yeah, y'all have heard me talk about insulation and this tin, so
it gets super hot in our house during the summertime, so that pool saves our lives. And we love our pool. We've always wanted one, and we finally got one last year. So it is movable, so we're gonna move it back here Last year, we just had the porch. We had just put that in, and the front yard was our hangout spot. That's where everybody wanted to be, and the porch provided shade and stuff. But this year, everything is back here. So the pool needs to come back here as well, so that when we're all out here, we'll all be together and not have to split it up between the front and the back.
Yeah, so we're still debating. We're thinking maybe right there where the hot tub is. That hot tub is a little rough, but it's still able to be saved, which we will do so. But that seems like a pretty good spot maybe for the pool, but the house is gonna shade it some, so I don't know.
Yeah.
We still gotta figure that out. Let's keep moving. So all these toys used to be over here by the greenhouse. Where am I at? There you go. Right there. But Jen decided that it'd be nice to move them over here.
Now they have their whole area for all their toys and their trampoline, and they have a little outdoor kitchen, and they love to play over there in their little spot.
Let's go check it out. Go show them.
Let's go see what they're doing. What are y'all playing?
We playing this.
What's this?
Water.
Getting cold, wet, and muddy.
You making dinner? So they love to swing and they love to play on their little kitchen over here. That's what they love to do.
I like the swing.
And they've got this little water table that they love, and it's their little, basically a little park for them.
Yeah,
We have a
it's really cool.
playground too.
Yeah.
Alright, so we wanted to show y'all a little bit more of the back area too. Fire pit. So back here is a little more wooded. We have a trail where we ride through and everything, but my baby girl's buried back here, and it's something that's cherished to me. It's our dog, Sadie. She, I'll later down the road, I'll tell more of the story, but basically Jen got her. I didn't want her, but she became the most amazing dog I've ever had. She was my dog, and then unfortunately she ended up getting hit by a car, and it was a wild story, but she's back here, so we like to come back here, enjoy her
Kids and
time.
us love to visit Sadie and tell her hi and that we love her and we miss her. So this is where she lays. And we put rocks on it and she'll be there forever.
Yep, and we'll plant some flowers around it and stuff too.
So this is one of my favorite parts of our yard. This is our pond. And the whole thing is mounded up, so we're actually on the top. And it's full of water, it's full of cattails and trees, and a lot of it needs to be cleaned out. And it needs to have a little TLC and be maintenance, but we do love it, and it is absolutely beautiful up here. You can walk around the whole perimeter, and we want to get some benches and maybe some hammocks and plant some flowers and just enjoy the beauty of it. And this is where you hear our nighttime videos.
Right. Well, it seems like during the day too.
Yeah, our frogs and our chirpers, turtles. I mean, there is so much stuff that lives in there, and it's just kind of a little backyard oasis. We love it.
A little oasis. It's nice, but it needs a lot of work, so it's just been lower on the priority so far.
Yeah.
But when you all look back over here, let's see, I don't think you can really tell it. There is about, I don't know, what do you say, 50 logs sitting there. So Jen's stepfather, my father-in-law, had this idea that he was going to cut them all up, sell them, and do all that good stuff. Really cool idea. However, they're just here now. But what I want to show you, come over here, babe. All of this land back there, we still probably got, what did you say, 3 more acres, maybe? 3 more acres back that way that's just completely wooded. And it's here, there's so many locust trees and cedars and just little bushes that make the forest so tight and the woods so tight that it's hard to just graze through to even try to make a path. So we really got to work on it. I'm hoping we can get some grazers. Really, I wanted the pigs back there eventually to try to clean it out, but y'all know we ain't pig people. But we're just gonna start working on it eventually, because that's just a lot of great space back there that we could do so much with, and it's just being overgrown right now, but that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll get there.
This little area back here is also kind of our shooting range. So we got a pallet up there. We usually put some kind of target up or something, but this is our area. There's nothing behind us it's just farmland for miles, and then you finally get to the town. But yeah, so that's kind of a little target range that we like to do back here. So we'll show y'all a little bit more over here. There's not much more to really kind of see because we can't get to it. But we've worked hard to try to clean off as much as we possibly can. Isn't that pretty? Talking about Jen, not the scenery. But yeah, so over here is our neighbor's land, which is our cousin.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can see it, but we just got new neighbors all the way through there. It's pretty far away, but they've had that land for a really long time, and they just moved here and built their house on it. So I think they're finally living in it, and we hear them working sometimes, but it's pretty far over there.
Ellie's trying to chase birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a big house. That's actually their barn you just saw. Their house is a little bit further back. But see, this brings us back around to where our old chicken coop and everything is, and you can see the fencing that we have. But we normally go down here to do a little trail riding as well. He hasn't done anything on his land, so, oh, kids are sneaking around. He hasn't done anything on his land yet besides clean it off, so right now it's just a good little riding area for us all to go to.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Where y'all going?
Oh, we can show that spot over there. We have a view of someone that you all see in our videos all the time. So we always talk about how our family is all right here together, and Zach's parents are at the bottom of our hill. But if you see that red roof right over there, that is my mom's house. That's Grammy, Karen Cantrell, who's always in our videos and with us everywhere that we go, and y'all see her on a bunch of your lives too, and she comments. So that is her house. We like coming over here and looking at it. When it gets summertime, you can't see it, but during the winter, you can. Oh, fun fact, if you see all these cedars and pines, we actually have a lot of people that come up here in the winter and cut down their own Christmas trees. And we did it one year too. It was, you know, true Griswold style. It was gigantic, and we drug it in the house alive and all. But we like that around Christmas time. People come up and cut down trees and take them back to their house.
Nothing better than watching kids run around your land. Run that energy out.
We're flying.
You're flying?
No, it's flying.
Flying.
Did you make it, Ray Ray?
Yay!
So it's gonna be a little bright, but we're working our way back to the house, and y'all can just kind of see the view that we have. I mean, it is just gorgeous around here. We wouldn't trade it for anything. Would we?
Ellie's hunting frogs.
One thing, it's muddy still, but we're trying to dry out. I don't know about you all, but we got 20-degree weather coming back in again tonight. It's awful. But so you'll see, I've got some posts starting. It's gonna go all the way around the fire pit, and then where are we at? All the way to the house. So behind the toys, all the way over to the house there. Y'all making it? Also, a quick update on our lettuce. Doing really well. We've got tennis ball lettuce, and then what was the other one? Do you remember?
Some Homestead lettuce and some Bib Butterhead lettuce.
Nice.
So it's doing really well, and we're actually going to cover this up tonight.
Yeah.
We've had a few frosts, but we're going to have a pretty hard freeze tonight, so just in case, we're going to cover it up with a sheet and hope that they make it.
And then down here, though, show them what we got down here.
Yeah, so the other day we planted some stuff.
See a shade? That's why trees got to go.
So this is all broccoli. It's Calabris broccoli, Baker Creek. It's in my gardener, I'm sorry. So I started this all from seed, indoors, probably mid-February or beginning February. And they've been in the greenhouse since we've had it, since the greenhouse has been up. And the other day we moved them out here, and they are pretty heavy. I think we're gonna cover them up tonight too.
We also, as y'all saw, my little pallet trellises. So a lot of people suggested putting something in the middle of it. And y'all know I love container gardening. So we're testing out some lettuce in there. I just put one in each. Don't know how to go. So we're gonna check it out and see how it works. The peas are in just because it's so cold, but after tonight, they will be in here for good.
Yep.
I hope you enjoyed our little trip around our little bitty area of property that we have. That's our area. Now, like we've mentioned before, it's all family. We got land everywhere. In the later video, we'll ride the side by sides down and show everybody's land. We're just waiting for it to get a little bit warmer. But we kind of want to show y'all what our plans were immediately right now for this spring, for the backyard that we were in, and then kind of the long term with the pond, and then even further out, trying to clear that land out. So, you know, a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, we hope y'all enjoyed. We take a lot of pride in our area, and we love being able to have this, and we're very blessed to be able to have it. So we just wanted to share a little piece of it with you all. So we hope y'all have had a great weekend, and we will talk to y'all soon.
Sounds good. Until the next video, y'all. Bye.